What's up guys, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about all of my favorite highlighters from drugstore to high-end. Obviously I have not tried every single highlighter that is in this world, but these are my favorites that I have tried, and I wanted to show a bunch of different ones for lighter skin tones and darker skin tones too. If you've never seen my face before, like I said, my name is Brittany, and I would love it if you guys could stick around to my channel and subscribe by clicking that button, or you can click the button below this video if you're on a mobile device. Also make sure you're following me on social media, which I will list over here somewhere, and yeah, you guys can follow me there. And let's go ahead and get started with the video. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with drugstore highlighters first because those are probably the ones that most people want to know about. And my first favorite highlighter from the drugstore is from Essence, and it's called the Pure Nude Highlighter. I'm not really sure if this highlighter comes in different colors because on the back it says number 10 be my highlight, which kind of makes me think that there might be other colors, but this one is so perfect and it's very universal. I have this on my cheekbone from about here to here, and I have another one layered over top in the middle, which I will get to in a second. This one is so pretty though because it's very subtle and there is no glitter in it whatsoever. It is so finely milled and basically just perfect. If you want that very natural looking glow, I definitely suggest picking this one up because it is extremely affordable. I'm gonna try to find the price of every one that I show in this video and put it on the screen somewhere or list it in the description box next to each of the highlighters. So the other highlighter that I have layered on top of the Essence one is the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. This brand is a little bit new and I know that you can buy them at London Drugs and I think also in America, so if you check out their website, I'm sure you can find where you can buy it, but this is the one that I have just on the very high point of my cheekbone, probably that much. I really like layering highlighters because it gives even more dimension to your face and it can make it look a little bit more natural and not like you have a giant streak of a very bright highlighter on your cheek. This highlighter definitely reminds me of NARS's Albatross highlighter, so if you are looking for a cheaper alternative, then definitely check this one out. It's also really pretty. There isn't any glitter in it, but it is a little bit, I don't want to say chunkier because chunkier sounds bad, but it's not as like finely milled as the Essence one, but it still looks so gorgeous on your skin. This one is extremely pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way, and that's why I like to only put it on the very high points of my cheeks. My third favorite drugstore highlighter is from Bellami, and I'm sure most of you guys know about the Bellami makeup brand, but this highlighter is actually a bronzer. I first heard about this product from Amy Macedo on YouTube, and she suggested using the lighter parts of the bronzer to kind of mix together, but if you do have a darker skin tone, then the entire thing would look gorgeous on you. And if you have a little bit more of a tan and you're kind of my skin tone, then it also looks better if you use a little bit of the whiter parts of this highlighter. This gives a really pretty bronze goddess effect, and it's not too dark to use as a highlighter. I always use it when I do have a tan because if I'm too pale it looks too much like a bronzer, but it definitely works as a really beautiful highlighter if you have a darker skin tone or you're tan. Again, this one is not as finely milled as the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, but it is still really beautiful on the skin. It doesn't look chunky at all and there's no glitter in it. My last drugstore highlighter that I love is from the Balm, and most people consider the Balm drugstore, so that's why I included it in this little section. But this is a very iconic highlighter. I feel like so many people know about this one, but it's for a very good reason. It is extremely smooth and very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way, and I feel like it's pretty suited towards people with lighter skin tones. I feel like it might be kind of too light for very dark skin tones, but you guys can definitely try it out and maybe try layering it like what I like to do with my highlighters. It is the most expensive highlighter out of the drugstore highlighters if you want to consider a drugstore, but it's for a really good reason. It is extremely creamy and very finely milled, so it goes on super smooth, and it's a really beautiful champagne shade that I think looks good on a lot of people's skin tones. Moving on to high-end highlighters, or at least not drugstore. I don't know how many people out there consider MAC to be high-end or not, but my first one is from MAC, and this is one of their mineralized skin finishes, and this is in the color Lightscapade. This has a very unique look to it. It's basically a swirled combination of blue, pink, yellow, and kind of like an orangey pinky shade. So most people would look at this and not think that it would make a really beautiful highlighter, but it does. This is actually one of my favorite ones to layer because it is so subtle, but it looks so beautiful on the skin. You probably can't really tell, but I have a little bit of it on my temples and on my brow bone, but it is so perfect for people with very, very fair skin that have a hard time finding highlighters that look good on them. This definitely has more of a cool pink undertone when you swirl all of the colors together. Because it is so subtle, it looks super natural on your skin, and that's why I think it's perfect for layering or just as a very subtle highlight to make it look like you're glowing, and this is exactly what this one does. My next favorite high-end highlighter is, of course, from Becca, and it is the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter that is the collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. Everybody on YouTube talks about this, and again, for a very good reason, because it is just glorious. This highlighter definitely suits people with warm skin tones that are slightly darker, and I don't mean you have to be super dark to wear this because I wear this all the time and I am quite pale, but extremely fair skin tones, this might look very odd or just not right because it is a little bit of a darker champagne color. It is extremely creamy and very finely milled. It has a very similar texture to the Mary Luminizer highlighter, and it blends out like butter, and it's so pretty and has the nicest sheen on it, so there's a very good reason why everyone talks about this. I pretty much reach for the Champagne Pop on a daily basis, and I feel like so many people have already talked about this, so I probably don't even need to say any more about it. My last high-end drugstore... What? That doesn't make sense. My last high-end highlighter is also from MAC, and this is the Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Cheeky Bronze. And I'm showing this one for the people who have very, very dark skin tones, who just have a very hard time finding a highlighter that suits them. It's a really beautiful rose gold bronze highlighter. You could also use this as a bronzer if you do have lighter skin tones, but it's extremely shimmery, which is why I suggest using this one as a highlighter. It is a very warm tone bronzer slash highlighter, however you want to look at it, but I would suggest this to go on people who have very dark skin tones with a warm undertone. It wouldn't clash with your skin or anything, and it would just look so beautiful and like a bronze goddess, and I wish that I could wear this as a highlighter, but it would look so weird on me. Okay, I actually have one more highlighter that I totally forgot that I was gonna show, but it's the Benefit Sunbeam highlighter, and I only have a little sample of it, but my friend who is Ethiopian, she has pretty dark skin, basically swears by this highlighter. I gave her a little sample size like this like 2 years ago, and she says it is her favorite highlighter. It is a golden shimmery liquid highlighter, and it's also quite subtle. It is very sheer, but it gives you a very natural looking glow, and I feel like if you have medium or at least very tan skin to a darker skin tone, this would also look great on you if you're looking for something a little bit more subtle but gives you a really pretty natural glow. So that is it for all of my favorite highlighters from the drugstore and from high-end stores, and I really hope that you guys liked it. I did a poll on Twitter asking if you guys wanted to see this one or another video filmed, and you guys voted for this one, so I do really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I did try to include products that were good for a bunch of different types of skin tones, so hopefully this helped some of you guys out. But let me know what other videos you guys want to see in the comment section below, and hopefully I can start filming them soon, and I will be doing some Halloween tutorials very soon, so if you guys have any suggestions or requests, then definitely leave them in the comment section. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!